Well, it's a season we will remember because it was so hot for such a long period from May till the end of September. Uh, but we didn't had burned grapes because the plant adapted to these hot temperatures. It wasn't like 03, for example, where we had peaks of high temperatures. It was quite progressive with 2015. So we, at the end, we don't have overcooked aromas. We've got a kind of freshness, which is quite surprising with a hot vintage.
I think it is surprising, isn't it? Because there is an energy.
Yeah, that's right.
And that freshness to counterbalance the ripeness.
Yeah. And maybe this energy is also coming from the tannin, which are quite high.
Yep.
But we may not notice them because they are surrounded by a large body and quite a high level of alcohol too.
Because the ripeness of the tannins was extraordinary this year, wasn't it?
Yes, but we have to take care of them because we did lack a little bit of water. So in some places the lac was too high and the tannins could be a little bit too high.
So you have to be careful in terms of the extraction.
Of course, yes. Yeah, no need to extract. In such a vintage, the extraction was coming by its own.
And the colour came instantly as well, didn't it?
Because skins were very thick.
Yeah.
And grapes were very earthy. But we were still worrying of the lack of water. We only had 18 millimeters in August, which is not much. But we were happy of having them.
Having a little bit. And so when did you start harvesting?
On the 3rd of September, so exactly 1 month before 2013.
It's such an extraordinary difference, isn't it?
Yeah. We have to adapt our generation to those big changes. Our parents were more used to pick at the end of September, beginning of October. And we are not used, we have to adapt. The first time we've picked in October was 2013, and our generation has picked in August 3 times.
It is, it's amazing, isn't it? And what about the whites?
It's difficult for us to speak about whites because we only produce 2 whites, Bourgogne and Corton-Charlemagne.
2 ends of the spectrum.
Yes, that's right. But with an early date of picking, we could keep a freshness too. So we are lucky to have pickers which are ready to pick anytime we need. So in 2015 we decided to pick 1 week earlier than we expected in spring, in July. We decided in September that we had to pick earlier, and they were ready, so we could keep a kind of a freshness.
And explain where you are on the hill of Corton for the Corton-Charlemagne. Whereabouts?
We are lucky to have a parcel on the top of the hill above Corton-les-Renardes, facing east, and it's a little bit cooler on the top and maybe on the southeast.
So maybe this was an advantage in a
Well, I should think so, but I'm sure our colleagues on the southeast are very pleased too. It's not possible not to be pleased with that vintage.
Lovely. What were the conditions like in Chassagne-Montrachet, and what sort of wines did it make?
The condition was good for Chardonnay at spring, but not for Pinot Noir. We had cold on water, so we lose a lot of flowers. That's why the yield in red is very small, very small in fact. But for white, I'm quite pleased. It's a correct vintage in terms of volume. And quality is of course perfect in both colors. For white, I would say it's a mix of acidity and fruit, a very rich fruit and aromatic fruit. But as the acidity is here, it is not heavy. It's not not too heavy.
Yeah.
We had quite freshness.
Yes.
And for red, the Pinot Noir like small vintages, like that. The concentration.
Quite concentrated, yes, yeah. The phenolic maturity is very good
Yes,
with the red
yes,
Pinot.
yes, yes. And the tannins are soft, and we made a velvet red. So we are very pleased with Pinot Noir in Chassagne-Montrachet, but of course more in white in Chardonnay.
Is there?
He has the richness of the 2010 and perhaps the freshness and the energy, the luminosity of the 2013 in white.
And how do you think the vintage will age?
Good question. Acidity level is there, so we can. I can believe that they are able to age, but some of them are really very nice to taste. So it will be a conflict between now or later.
Yeah, the deliciousness
yes,
now
yes,
and the
yes.
potential.
And as the 2014 was more to keep, and perhaps drink this vintage before the other one, but after that, depends on your taste.
Brilliant.
On your
Thank you.
choice.
And your choice. Thank you.